Everyone knows about the Backrooms. It's one of the most popular horror concepts of the past decade, but personally, as it grew more popular, I think it lost a lot of what made it special in the first place. Today, I'd like to share with you a Roblox game that I believe captures the same original essence. This is A Dream You've Had Before. If you have no idea what this game is, I'll try to describe it first. You'll load into this random world which has bland yellowish walls and brown carpet. The first thing you'll notice though are these frames that either have pictures or text inside of them and were placed by real people. There's also ominous sounds that'll play, like this random creature crying. The screen also has a slight static to it that makes the game feel like it's a dream. Your goal in this game is simple, and all you do is open these white doors to go upstairs. While you keep going upstairs, noises like a TV will play or others. There are also multiple different kinds of floors, like a basement floor, gravity floors that'll flip the whole place around, FOV floors which will change your FOV slowly zooming in or out, size floors which resize your character making you as small as you go through the floor, or maybe sometimes you get ginormous. Water floors and snow floors which spawn their elements, but they don't really do anything besides look interesting. Through your journey, you will mostly be alone unless you're playing with other people. There are 7 creatures though, which are the spider, clocks, the voice, cats, tentacle creatures, crying girls, and lastly eyes. While some are a little more odd and abstract like tentacle creatures and eyes, they're the only really outliers in this game. I feel like the animals in the voice would appear in real life from some supernatural thing, and for a little reach, even the crying girls. I just think that when you add random things like the eyes and tentacles, you start to lose the grounded feeling you created. While there are more to be listed, the last ones I'd like to go through is nightmare floors, which are red and have eyes everywhere, basically being evil. Sky floors, which are empty with nothing but the clouds, and the next floor of stairs to go up. And lastly, heaven floors, which resemble the sky floors, but instead seem more angelic with the glow they have, along with the gold arches that exist in it. These are the prominent doors that you will face, and while some of them seem like a little different, I honestly think they fit the game. The water and snow types are only slightly different from the regular floors, and the heaven/nightmare doors are the only really big changes, but I feel like they fit and don't feel over the top. The last thing I'd like to talk about, which is a main point in the game, is the notes that you can leave. Some will have helpful advice like go this direction or avoid that enemy, like a spider. Or it could be the complete opposite, where the notes will hurt you, like saying stare into this clock. The last 3 kinds of notes that exist in this game though are the meme ones, the ominous ones, and the diaries. Sometimes people like to pretend that they're really trapped in this place and will act like they're dying to add into the atmosphere. Then right next to people's last words to their family, you'll see a picture of flamingos staring right back at you. The last kind of texts that are on here are the people that are just describing their life and how they're doing. The reason I bring these up is because honestly, the game gets so much better when you have human nature involved. It's hard to recreate something like this as a developer, because if you try to be human too hard, it comes out as unauthentic. Since of course they're all real, it's like you just found notes people left behind on their journey and a glimpse into what they've seen and done. I especially like the fact that these notes are dated, so you can see what they were doing and when they were doing these moments, and what they're up to now. After talking about everything this game does right, I feel like it's time for the Backrooms discussion. Before we get into the Backrooms though, I'm trying to get to 1000 subs, so I'd really appreciate it if you consider subbing and liking the video. Since if you like weird Roblox game content like this, I got a lot of it. And with all that said, let's get into the Backrooms. The Backrooms started off just like this game. When this concept was first created, the whole appeal was that you were stuck in a place that was endless with no way to get out. This was real interesting, and the next thing that was added was new levels you were able to go through, which were different liminal spaces like the pool room. As the fandom evolved though, so did the concept, in which the creatures started to finally appear. In my opinion, this is where the Backrooms really went downhill. It went from something that in a crazy world could happen, but then the smiling, flying things and the goo monsters just made it unrealistic. The Backrooms work because they feed on your fear of something realistic and the fact that you're trapped in a place that you can encounter at any day that is usually very busy, completely opposite from the creatures that were created in the lore. I just feel like if it stayed like how A Dream You've Had Before, it would be very interesting, and I think I would be into the Backrooms. I now think of the Backrooms of being basically TikTokified, and way too complicated for a concept that is just lost locations in time. Basically, all the reasons this Roblox game works is due to the fact it's simple. Since the gameplay is going upstairs and the location never really changes, it feels pretty good. As mentioned before, this mixed with the notes makes it what I imagine to be the true Backrooms experience, since you really have personality inside the game. These are the main focuses, but they are still helped by the floors and even the creatures in the game. With all that said, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I wonder if you agree that this game does the concept of the Backrooms better than what happened to it. I'll see you next time. Bye!